Gbajúmọ̀ ọba àtọ́pẹ́. Gbajúmọ̀ ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
And welcome to Women in Conversation. We call it WIC. This is a table where the women sit down, we talk, we discuss things affecting the society, not just the women, things affecting the society, but mostly narrowed down to the women. Anyway, don't say we're greedy. We are not greedy. Sometimes we talk about the men, just a little, and hoping in future we'll have one man come sit with us here so we could talk and get their own side. It's always been us talking and our opinion on things. We want to have a man sit with us to come give his own opinion, or maybe representing the men, if we so to say. Anyway, thank you for coming to joining us on today's edition on WIC. As usual, I don't do this alone. I have in my house, in the house, my women. I have Edith Majidomo. Edith is the CEO of Golden Touch Collections. Golden Touch Collections. If you see her, you know that she has a golden touch on fashion.
Oh my gosh. Good day, and thanks for having me.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And of course, I have Ayo Ali Balogun. Yes. It's a compound name. It's a big name. Yes. Okay. And you are a Lagosian. You are?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we want to talk about Lagos.
So.
We want to talk about Lagos today.
All right, bring it on. Actually, we say Omo Eko Pataki.
Omo Eko Pataki.
What does that say? What does
so
it
mean?
So
it means an eminent Lagosian.
Just where we say, oh, yeah, do Pataki.
So, yes. Which one do I say? Anyway, I leave it to you, the public, to tell me the one to say. Maybe I should, say, no, which one? Awani. Anyway, welcome to today's episode on WIC. We're going to be looking at the Makoko demolition. We all know what's been going on there in Makoko. There's been demolition, there's been tear gas, on the people living in Makoko. And it's been a lot of talk. Everybody is talking. And the federal government, or rather the state government, is not listening because according to them, they have given them the deadline and time frame to move. There's a carpenter who says he lost his 3 weeks old daughter in the process of moving them out from the Makoko. And then also there's another story of a teenager who had undergone, who is a sickle cell anyway, who had undergone the appendicitis surgery, who was not properly healed. Of course, we all know how the Makoko is. It's not a pleasant place to live, but that's where he finds himself. He was not properly healed when the demolition came on board. And then, of course, we have the story that the surgery and the suture opened again, and then is a life-threatening episode with the teenager. Now, we have a Lagosian in the house. Ayo is a Lagosian. Yes, Ayo. Let me start with you. Don't you think the demolition and the tear gassing of the people, it's too much to want to use in sending those people out of the place? Don't you think the government should have done it in a better mode, in a lighter mode?
It's first the Lord console the carpenter who said he lost his
3 weeks old baby.
3 weeks old baby to the cold hands of death because of the healing on the person who had a ruptured or
reopening of the
reopening of the structure. Yeah. So having said that, you said the use of tear gas, police and the works, couldn't the government have done it differently?
Yeah.
That was the question.
Yes.
The government would have had to go down that route if the people had listened and obeyed. Now, it's very quick for people to judge the government And I always ask the people, when people go on, oh, government is this, government is that. Government is made up of people, Nigerians, from our system. We understand that over the years have been distrust and maybe wrong practices and everything. I agreed. But let us bring it back to what we know the average Nigerian to be: audacious in the face of impunity. Very, very audacious. I would like to believe, I'm not holding brief for the Lagos State government or the Ministry of Commissioner of Environment, even though he's a well-known person, and even the permanent secretary, none. But you see, as a Lagosian and as a Nigerian, it hurts when people defy the law. You have notices saying to you, we don't want you here. And you're saying, where would you go to? Where did you come from? You came from somewhere. Census was taken at a time on the residents of Makoko. A lot of them are foreigners. Wow. They are not Nigerians. So it's not a function of, there is no historical, that, people that we say they own that land are not on the waters. Do you get what I'm saying? The Aworis from that side of Lagos are not on the waters. Yes, you could have the Ilaje, and over time they are claiming Lagos, but you can't claim Lagos because we have something called the Lagos State Indigenship Board. Let's put that aside. Now we're dealing with human beings. You are saying, where would you go to? Where did you come from? Okay. If your host state is saying, we don't want you here, over the years you have made money. We can't continue to make a mess of a smart city. Lagos, in the time of the Governor Tinubu and then Governor Fashola, said, we're making Lagos a smart city. Then, mega city. Mega city. And based on the SDG goals, I mean, these are things that are beyond the confines of the boundaries of Nigeria. There are minimum standards expected in any community and any environment. So,
Ayo, let me comment there.
Yeah.
Now, they're using force to take off these people from there. Did they make any provisions?
That's where I'm going to come
Yes.
from.
Did they make any provisions for them?
It's not a bad
Not
thing.
using the police to tear gas them to leave. Did they make provision for them?
Lagos is designed to be a mega city and a smart city.
Not a smart city.
Not a smart city.
Yes.
We agree. We love what we are seeing. We love the development to come up. But then, before you want to quit these people, I'm aware they'll be sending some notice for them to quit. And we humans are very stubborn in nature. There are other ways to go about it. Just look at the scenario. A young man just lost his child, 3 weeks baby,
yes,
because of this incident. And another person is in a critical condition. These are the ones that have come online for you to see. There are 1,001 that are there that don't even know how to go about it. They don't even have the avenue to come online to say, this is what I'm going through. Now, if you want to dispatch these people from this place, there are many ways. There are several better ways to go about it. Not throwing a tear gas. Yeah. You have pregnant women there. You have old women.
You have
children. Then you have people with disability that cannot actually walk or run. They don't even know how to go about tear gas of a thing. So people are asthmatic patients are there. They are all there. You should put this into consideration before you start throwing tear gas. Fine, when people are defy the law, there are other ways to go about it. Why? I think there is road that links to this Makoko. Don't they have a road? I would have preferred they have a block. They block the road so people cannot go in or go out. They should have prefer a better way rather than this harsh way. It's rather too harsh. If you ask me, it's rather too harsh. Then, when you want them to leave Makoko, these people have been there for years. I'm aware of that. I'm not Lagosian, but I'm aware the people have been there for years. They have old women, grandchildren, and all that. They have schools there. Did you have a place for them to stay? There should be a plan B. Okay, we are moving you guys from here to this place. Even if the other place you have for them is not convenient for them, at least they have somewhere to put up. At least they have somewhere to
start
go,
from.
To start from. Like you said, they are not Lagosian. That during the last census, they discovered some of them were not Nigerians. Fine, they can still go to their place from there, not from the water. Are you getting it?
I'm digesting everything, and I have responses for everything.
Okay, let's have your response.
Okay.
Okay, so first, the young man who lost his child is quite unfortunate. But if the average Nigerian who is obstinate and continues to defy the law values his or her life or property, you do the needful. You know, there's something we say in Yoruba, Ojeja, you dare the law. And this is my personal opinion. One thing I know for certain is that I, as a consultant, management consultant and trainer, I work with the public sector a lot.
Okay.
And I know a lot of the interventions that are put in place. You also said that you are aware that notices have been sent. Let's take, for example, somebody is taking over your space. You have warned and warned and warned and warned. Would you appreciate the police coming to rub the person's head and say, please, can you just get out? You know, we're trying to have a sure.
Oh, no, you are getting it wrong. I didn't say...
I'm not getting it wrong.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is just that I understand that the use of tear gas and all of that, if they valued your lives, see, your life is your own, no duplicates. The average Nigerian would display impunity in such a way that it would irritate you as a fellow Nigerian, would look you in the eye, and even the police. So the RRS, the task force, beyond being the Nigerian police, are trained on certain things. They won't just go in without the experts say so, without putting human face to stuff. That's one. Two, you will relocate people who are ready to negotiate with you, or people who you are taking part of their land, or who have experienced disaster. You will relocate them. Lagos State have IDP centers in Lagos State. Are you aware?
Yeah, of course.
So when people that's okay, road is taking, we have to demolish this place because road has passed this place, Kiniko, they relocate such people. Where you have natural disaster, they relocate them. But people who have built houses on canal, and the government has come to bring down the houses, we tell the government to relocate them. Or the people who have encroached on the land of the people and the water space of the people over the years. Makoko matter is not, even when as far as
not just today.
Not just today. So you can see the obstinance of the people, determination. They started by maybe a few houses to 100 houses. Now it's so little that it's an eyesore. Lagos State is working hard, expending so much money to be the smart city that you and I, who pay taxes, are proud of.
Anyway, ladies, I see that we can't come to an agreement on this, but my take is there should have been a proper way of
so when you say proper, I need you to explain what you mean by proper.
Maybe providing a space for them to go. You know, the Makoko we're talking about, it's not as if these people are comfortable.
Do they make money?
Well, is it enough to take them, go rent a house?
Hello? Do you know what it takes? When you buy tilapia fish, 5, it's at the cost of 25,000 naira, 30,000 naira for a piece of 5. That money, is the money taxed? No. These are people who are under the tax radar. These are people who enjoy the benefits of free education, free schooling. And you're now talking about free housing. The least they can do for themselves is to put some money together and go to a proper place.
Okay, we're going to be going on a break. When we come back, we'll continue on Makoko and then other topics we'll have lined up for you today. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. We're still here, WIC, Women in Conversation. We are actually talking about the Makoko demolition. And then Abiodun, who is, sorry, Ayo.
I'm also Abiodun.
Oh, wow.
I'm Ayo.
Ayo, who is a Lagosian. is telling us that the government's action is on the right course. And then, of course, my dear princess, who is like me, we're both not Lagosians. We are considering the people thinking that, okay, a better way should have been done in handling this situation. But anyway, let's quickly move on. But before we move on, what's the last take on this? What are you going to say to the people of Makoko and to government?
Now, so this is when you say that Ayo being a Lagosian and you and Princess, you know, you're not Lagosian, you're looking at it from the human angle, you make it sound like the Lagos State government is being unfair, is inhumane. That's not it. Check the history of Lagos State. Lagos State is a warm, receptive state. It's why it's a cocktail of all tribes, dialects, races in Lagos.
Yeah.
You understand? We need to appreciate that. And I think it's very unfair for any person to become very audacious in the face of their hosts. And that is what we're seeing in Makoko. They go to free school, they use free healthcare, and I agree that
Free school?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Lagos State has free schools. So now before we go, my message to beyond the people of Makoko, and first, yes, I'm a Lagosian, but proudly Lagosian and proudly made in Nigeria. Patriotic Nigerian, beyond being a Lagos person. So this is me, my view, not just because I'm a Lagosian, but because we want a country that works. And if a country must work, rules, laws must be abided by. I agree with you that human face must be put away. But when you say they should be moved appropriately, how appropriate would you move someone who is ready to fight you for you wanting to claim back your space?
They weren't fighting anybody. Nobody fought anybody.
That is the point.
They
The
did not
context with
actually
which
fight
you see.
anybody. They were not giving opportunity to even come close to them. They were tear gassed unaware.
But
They
are
took them
unaware that
unaware.
they have been told over time, several times, to leave the place.
That doesn't give them the right to spray tear gas on women, on pregnant women, on people that have health issues.
I understand.
Doesn't give them that right. There are proper way, or there are other ways to do it, or to have done it to avoid the disaster that we are seeing right here. I believe you are not so happy with what you are saying.
No,
You're not happy with
I'm not happy that the people were obstinate. I'm not happy that they forced the government to do that. It is not the will of the government to attack its people or to punish its
Nobody
people.
can actually
No.
fight government.
Okay,
face to
okay,
face.
ladies.
You know that.
No, but you can.
Let's come to. I just asked one question.
Yes.
What are you saying to the people at Makoko, and what are you saying to Lagos State government to, be able to move them peacefully?
So, to the residents of Makoko, not the people of Makoko.
The residents of Makoko. Good. Okay.
Yes, the residents of Makoko. It's sad.
She has just differentiated.
Okay, the residents
The
of
residents
Makoko.
of Makoko. It's a sad that, you dared the government and forced the government to be heavy-handed with you. However, I beseech you, for the sake of peace and continuity, to move on. Life, as we have seen, is evolved. Nobody lives on the water shores like that, defecating in waters. Change is happening. Technology and all of that. Let's latch on that and do our fishing with dignity.
Let's do our fishing with dignity.
Lagos State government, I want to say a big shout out to you. And then yes, I agree with my sisters that maybe we could do things. There's always room for improvement. But this is not castigating or blaming you. I acknowledge what you have done, and I acknowledge the fact that you keep expending millions and billions trying to make Lagos a smart city.
I believe Lagos State will just be proud of you.
Okay.
You actually
Okay.
spoke like a
Edith,
Lagosian.
one word to the government, to Lagos State government.
Lagos State, the government, they are doing well. They can do better.
Okay.
Thank you. There's always room for improvement.
You are doing well. You can do better. There's always room for
Shout out to
improvement.
the PS and the Commissioner
Shout
for
out to
Environment.
Lagos State. Anyways, okay, let's move on. We're still in Lagos State. We're talking about Lagos.
Yeah.
There's been this increase of rent in Lagos State. We're still here in Lagos State.
Let me
We are
remove my
resident-
eyeglass.
We are residents of Lagos State, and there's been a lot of cry. People are crying out how the house rents have been increased. People are closing down their little shops. That brings them the daily income because of the increase of the rent in Lagos State. And then again, we also understand that we know that the federal government has said that landlords and landladies will start paying, not tax, I think, insurance for their houses. Do you think this is the reason why the landlords and the landladies are increasing their rents? You know, because we need to know why, and we need to get in the Lagos State government into this, because a lot of people are crying for help.
Do you want to go
Honestly,
first?
Yes,
Lady?
do you want to go first?
This is long overdue. This issue of house rents increments every year, is year in, year out, is long overdue. We're actually waiting. We are crying. We are crying for government to come to our aid. I don't know. You are just talking about landlord be paying land use charge. There's been land use charge.
Insurance.
Okay, insurance.
Not
Okay,
the
there's been land use charge they are paying. If you look at it for the past, let's just say a year or two now, the percentage of increment in Lagos State is too much. It's just too much. You today you can be paying 1 million, and the next one, there are some landlords that increase their house rent yearly, on a yearly basis. Who does that? Then you go again, when they want to increase, they don't just increase by 10%, 20%, you hear 70% increments. Where is that coming from? Then the one that actually tripped me off my feet is the agents. I don't know how Lagos State government can come into this. The agents.
I think Lagos State government had come into that.
There are lots of laws.
Yes, there's a
on
law
this.
that.
So I just wanna use your opinion.
Are they abiding by these laws? Because what the agents in Lagos State they are doing is, I don't know, is unhealthy. It's killing. You will be paying your house rent for instance, at a million naira, and the money you are paying to agents will be close to that. Like you are paying like 700 to 800 naira for agency fee, an agreement fee, and caution fee. It's killing. If you are paying that as part of your rentage, it will be good. And you know, to some extent, you pay ahead your rentage. Not you paying that to an agent that just show you what did he do for you. Just take you to a house, and that's all.
Okay.
It's too much. The way they are going about it is actually too much. I think they actually need regulation. The government needs to regulate that part of it.
Ayo.
So, hi. First, I'm really proud of what the federal government is doing. Until recently, you know, I told you that I do management consultancy. So I recently just found out that, you know, the mandate of the Ministry of Finance, Lagos State, includes insurance. So I'm so happy to hear that landlords are now mandated to take out insurance on their properties, which gives, because you look at it, when they increase the rents, what are they doing?
With the money.
They don't pay the
But
house.
that insurance is what has brought to the no increment.
No. So first, let me now backtrack. Lagos State, in fairness, I mean, as at the last time I checked, compared to places like Port Harcourt and Abuja, was relatively, in terms of fairly priced until recently. Now, recently being that there has been an avalanche of new crop of people who are called developers and JV ventures, who are beginning to force, you know, rentals, yearly rental people like us out of our homes, sadly so. Now, proud to know, I know that during Mr. Fashola SAN's administration as governor of Lagos State, tenure, he had lots of laws in place.
Yeah, it was working then.
It's working. No, but the thing is, do you approach the appropriate agencies to seek redress on the matter? Most often we don't.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Most of we are not even aware of the agency.
No, that's the thing. So
can we reach the agencies?
You can reach the agency. Now, first, you have the Ministry of Justice, filled with so many things. You have the public defender, the Kiniko, mediation, and then you have the landlord-tenant people. So when people come up with such matters, I say, go there. You don't even need a lawyer. Go there. And these are people who are willing, because they are also, you know, some, if they're not experiencing it directly because they're staying in staff quarters, they know somebody who is going through something, and they're just
family
human.
member.
And then they're also just human. Now let's not bring it back to the basics. You're talking about rents going up. Remember when Pepe, Gary, rice, everything just shut up?
Yeah.
Nobody was saying anything. The prime was like, this Tinubu administration, this, that.
No. People were saying something. As at that time, we know because that was when these bandits, the bandit of a thing was.
Okay, so you had the bandits
Yeah,
issue.
because our farmer didn't have time to go to the farm. So the few people
They were kidnapping them.
kidnapping them,
And
they
even
were
the
scared to go to the farm.
Okay.
So the few of them that have the nerves to go to the farm, whatever they bring out of the farm, they will
of course.
sell it high. And the demand then was very high.
So-
So that was why you see the price going up.
Okay,
You
so
see-
for things like
sorry,
rice that is not farm, so you have the issue of that and all the yams, and let us bring it down to other things that are not even farm produced. Are livestock produced here in Lagos? For no just cause, you now began to hear that FX foreign exchange was high.
Yeah.
This one petrol. So since when petrol went down, did the prices come down?
No, Nigeria know how to increase.
Thank you. So it is not just the landlord who is greedy. Everybody.
Every Nigerians we are greedy. We are greedy in nature. I think that is by nature.
The government will try its best to regulate. If you are bold enough to take your landlord, but you remember what we said before we came online, that when you go to court, you don't stay
You are not
friends.
friends.
So people will not go to the government to ask for redress because for fear of saying, leave my house.
Most often is landlord that takes tenant to court. You hardly see a situation where the tenant takes the landlord to court.
Okay,
on
okay.
very rare occasion.
On a softer note, what can we do? What is your advice? 1 minute, please.
So personally, I think that people should become emboldened. And then also, we as Nigerians should also put human face to things. The level of greed and desperation, you see, it's too much. This is daytime colonization. Now, this is Nigeria colonizing other Nigerians. You're being forced out of your house because your landlord has been offered a JV opportunity that he or she can't turn down. And then where do you go? I mean, I have my personal issue concerning that. I have experiences, and all I just would say that as the average Nigerian, beyond just Lagos State, because this is not just peculiar to Lagos, as a Nigerian, please let's be kind.
Let's be kind to one another.
Okay,
Please.
that's what it is.
Yeah, we should learn to be kind to one another.
Please,
Before you
please.
display somebody from your house, be kind. Think it twice. You also have family members
Please.
that send out somewhere. You know, before you make increments in that your house, think about it. Think it through. 10%, 20%, 20%, 30% is okay. Not just all of a sudden you increase 70%. Then they should look into this agency issue in Lagos.
Lagos State has. Lagos State has.
There is not working. The agents in Lagos, they have this union that once they've called the amount, if you are taking a flat, you are taking a mini flat, there's this certain amount you pay as your agency fee. There's this certain amount you pay at your, what do you call it?
Caution.
Caution fee.
Yeah.
Agreement. Who are they doing the agreement with?
No, so the agreement is legal.
Okay.
So you need to, now let me tell you
Have
something.
you been to lawyers to write agreement?
Now,
They write the agreement by themselves. They bring the letter for you to sign.
No, which is fine.
You're not getting
every
that.
time I rent a property, I
Okay.
take my time to go through the documentation.
Okay.
I have a right
Yeah, you have the right.
to say I agree with this, I don't agree with it. Do you know why we don't pursue the right? It's because if you are unwilling to take it, another person will come and take
They
it.
not taking you to any lawyer. You are not going to any lawyer to write agreement. They
No.
bring the paper. They have the paper in their file.
Yeah, so so that is the thing. It's their copyright.
You know the one that even tripped me. Let me tell you. Let me
Yes.
give you this. Maybe you are not aware of it. There are some landlords that don't give their houses to agents. They will
They'll
be
call-
the landlord. They will
agent.
collect the money for the house rent. They will take
Collect
the
it.
money for the agency. They will take the money
When
for
you
the
take
caution
such a house-
and the agreement.
When you take
What do you
such
call
a house,
that? Is that
so-
greed?
Yes.
That is more than greed.
So when you take such houses, be sure that every 6 months the landlord will have an issue.
And you
will
have some
increase
houses that will
the
tell
rents.
you, as you come into my house, you pay yearly NEPA bill. You pay yearly
No,
Loma
you can't.
bill.
You can't tell me to pay yearly NEPA bill because now it's prepaid.
In some places they do.
So if I do that, it's to my advantage. Be sure that I will use the light as best as I can.
Okay, let's let's leave it at that.
Oh my God.
We're just calling on the Lagos State government to take a look at this because a lot of cries, Nigerians are crying, especially Lagosians.
yeah.
Please take a look at this increment and then do something to it. I mean, because Nigerians are complaining bitterly.
Too bad.
Anyway, we come to the end of
million.
today's program on WIC. Edith is speaking as if she's gotten an experience, but anyways, we'll leave that for another day. It's going to be Valentine very soon. We're going to talk about the Valentine Day. We will talk about that some other day before the Valentine. Stay hooked and listen because you want to know what Valentine it Exactly. People talk about gift, people talk about love for Valentine, but I say stay loved. Love people as much as you can, not the other way love, but the Bible also
love.
said so. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. So when we do that, it becomes a better society for us to live in. I am Patricia Uremu-Gabriels. Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank you for having us. And it's lovely chatting with you.
Same here.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Waya bota now. Ugi bota we say niwa. Eye na ya fere bahabe uza no gbera. Magwa kan ehun. Mana terun wa dole wo na yi. Solobo no gla owo. Ma ya fe na nirun. Na ma la o da o. Owo wa ri ma. Owe ewo idun ni ma ye. Ewo ni ma na nirun. Eni ma nirun ge no salobo la no ge ase ni ma ya fe. Ọba àtọpẹ ṣe níwọn ẹdẹrẹ na mara ma agwa kan ihe wo ihe bi ha kinewo wo kine owa ni maye ihe soba na gihe mu maria iru ni manano ya na ogbo egwa ye be na de na ore wa go teme Victor Bizugbe
ẹdẹnẹrù wà dẹnẹrù zẹmu wàyà bí total asika pàtí wẹwù wà nígbà gbẹ ọkùtò nígbà dàn hẹ ẹrin àhán gbọn ahùn dáná tẹrẹ mọ.
Wẹ́rẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀rọ ló yá àárọ̀ èmi ló yá lòdẹ́ ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
Iṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wa ọ̀tẹ̀ pásítọ̀ ọ̀hún lámúrè.
Ìwé ẹ̀dùnọ́gùn mi wà bí nìyẹn ká yìí. Òfin ìbùsùn àwọn àgọ̀ ẹ̀yà rọ̀ wà bí dàn yìí. Ọ̀sán ọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀gì máa mi òkú yẹn rè gbé o.
Iṣẹ́
ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
Iṣẹ́ ìyẹn mẹ́ ọ̀sán ọ̀bọ̀ sẹ́yìn jẹ́ inú yẹn o. Lórí ẹ̀dọ̀ bá yọ̀ọ́kọ́ àwọn ẹ̀dọ̀ yà fẹ́ náà bẹ̀ ọ̀ká ẹ̀gbọ́n ilẹ̀ yà fẹ́. Mẹ́rẹ́ gòtú wà yà. Sábàánù la ọ̀nà mọ́kù yẹn rìnrìn ẹ̀dọ́ ya fẹ́ ọba àtọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ nìkan ìhẹ́ ìrìnàkí ìmá ẹ̀ ó ní ebòtẹ̀ kọ́s ẹ̀ ma ẹ̀ nà tiẹ̀ n'obi ọ̀ma ẹ̀ nà tiẹ̀ n'ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀ nà gúvẹ́ ẹ̀ nà tamọ̀ ya tiẹ̀ yọ bẹ̀lùwẹ̀ náà ẹ̀ wọ̀ wẹ̀mí ni wọ̀ náà wà ya tiẹ̀ yọ ìhẹ́ ni ọ̀rìà ni. Ihe dọ̀lẹ̀ mi yé yé sọpọ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ kìnìún náà dọ̀lẹ̀ mi yé nùdá wọ ẹ̀mú yẹn yé mi ní ọmọ ayé yọ̀bọ̀ kàn án ọ̀hún àjọ máa rí ra ẹ̀ ọ̀hún àjọ máa mú ẹ ọ̀dọ̀lẹ̀ yìí wọ̀n yé rè
Kàkàbọ̀.
kìnìún náà dọ̀lẹ̀ mi yé nìyí wọ ẹ̀yà rí ẹ ẹ̀nì náà nyá ẹ̀ mọ́ra rí wọn ẹ̀ ihe ni ọgbọ̀ wá ni ẹ̀ níwọ̀n ọ̀tẹ̀ mẹ́rin Victor Bizugbe ihe wọ yé ẹ̀ ẹ̀nà ọ̀ma nọ̀ra na tie ye wo no la
Ihe na tie ye wo. Ugbe nwane ne ban. Na we ihe agbada no mo ne vano. O ga gbe obo na o gbe obo no pa. So pa ihe no mo ye gbe vio. Ihe keke be bo o pa yan kin. Ti an ju fi kian. Ebi ga sono ma uti hen yo. Waru da gu ti hen ye mi. No ya pris no me ya ye me we emi ni obo mo abehe ero emi na ogwe o kaka boy bo dai ihe o wa nwe na obun ma me we ewo no ma he emi na ye no de o na dagme do won no roto temi na ati he yo o gwa ma na he o na ye no u ligi aro to tonu nana ati hen yo e wo na ayeke ihe awe muladia we e wona we na wo na ga hie na ga hiu si na ga temu ni giro to to ason ya yaro avan yaro do wo bi amase ti awe amu yo ma be obo ati hen yo e ba ni hen na so agbo ma dole ni iyi so pon ọ̀wọ́n náà wẹ́ náà gíyẹn agìvíọ́ èmi ni wẹ́rù ní abẹ́bí ìkùnúrú wẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ owó òrè náà òsì ẹgbòrò wa àyàmú ihe rẹ̀ òkèkè òhọ́ ẹ̀ẹ́mà ihe ní ràrẹ̀ ọlọ́gọ́ ọwọ́ àrò omi òyì ní ayé tẹ̀mtẹ̀m ní àwúlò pọ̀pọ̀ ní ní ihe náà tiẹ̀ ní ehi yàrá ọlọ́run yàrá náà kò kíyàn ní ọ̀gbìn yàn ní. ọba àtọ́pẹ́
iṣẹ́ màá yíbù wẹ́dì ọ̀tẹ́rẹ́ pásọ̀ ìhẹ́ mẹ́ẹ̀wẹ́ zẹ́bẹ̀ ọ̀hún sàlóbọ̀á èmi ló mú wẹ̀ yá gbọ́n ni ìhẹ́ nọ nàtẹ̀ báíbù ìhẹ́ náà sọ ẹ̀rọ gbèsòní àárẹ̀ court àìfi ògùn dàdí àbẹ̀ ọ̀wẹ̀ ìbábọ̀ àfẹ́ ọ̀hún ẹ̀fẹ́ àpẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ọ̀gbẹ̀sọ múdá edigun ọ̀pá wúwẹ́ ẹ̀ báíbù ìyẹn ló rẹ̀ báíbù ẹ̀yìn nọ ọ̀tẹ̀
dɔmɔnɔ wa wa tɔ kpɛ ɛdɔnɔ kpɛ o ŋun ta kɛ magba kana nu da yi mana o yɛ ke bɛ ɔriaki na miɛ iriaki na miɛ bi ye kɛ o xɔ na tiɛ repercussion n'o ye ɔlɔgɔ ma n'o le lo kɔhiã n'o da o ka nyise afia gbele lehia wa wo iye lehia e ba no salo bana ka bu we bi no wa we iye ye yoto aro ke bu we zokpa eri afia gbe we roto afia gbe ke bi ye we zokpa wa we mi ye o mi ye wa mi we mi erun e bi afia gbe o we mi afia gbe we ri mata ba be bi no wa o salo bo ya gbona je onwe iye ilele ya fẹ́ no na te 10 commandment no ile ogi gbeni no ro iye ora okike thou shalt not kill uga kill ne oni uriye abiye okike ema we no ti meka e ba no ka we emi na ko aro ayiso emi wa akoro ema yo bo ma ko aro wa kini ete egbo ma ode no do zori egbo ma wa lelu obo ni oyiwe na ge benu tai ba ge no tolo ma gbe
not irepe
wa fi ewugbo una finri eso wo mana kan ya tun mu won irepe oreba obe bomme nyawe obo na ebe tolo we be duburo bo yege mi sunu da we o sika muene eriye mi iyeki o eze po ye ne gbe fia we ke we won we tolo ano we ya tolo nu ya ewu egbe ya ne inwina rene egbe ya tolo wa ne o wa ni ye ma eveil e ameve la ko wa we ye ga so agripa aso be na igepe ya ba e ya gon sama ye egbe ne eriye mi iyeki wega wene mi ozetigari eniyan emo okeke ema nu da iye tosio makoto iye oyo ma mita iye ogbo ma dine yimi iye osio logo ma yo ma gbe lopa emi opa no gire egbi yen e ma ni bunro emi we lagbera ni o ba ge mi yen no unda so pa je mi fe newe ewe urawe urai uriene ewona ugawe uriene be no be aye we be no wa egene ke na gbotion ebe ye na bom egboa ona wo mo pa ma de yin unda era ro wa yero wa ye gi kia o salo wo do no dege ni ro pa ma ri egbe la na ona tie ege eke o gi gba wo do ona we ha ona wo ye no sa oba tie we ona we bo ni akinu wo we mi ya ona wo tun wo no pe na tie ebe o wo yo maka gba o ebe yo maka be ri e o boje o e dado o kin o ge iye ne ogbugbo eri ebe yẹn no ọsọ wọn ana wẹ ya bọ ẹka bẹ lodo pa ọna wẹ wa wẹ ẹwọ yẹn maa mi nìyẹn wẹ ọna wọ mma iye wẹ nìyẹn ká ma na wẹ iye enu baba iye de nu aduza ọna wẹ esagiọn tún ẹ n'otọ mie ọviẹ bunye ga de ne ọna wẹ gìyẹn tá ma wọn na wẹ ebe wọ akiyan ọna wẹ nda ebe akporu ẹni wa ọna wẹ iye rọ ẹda gbọn ne n'ọdiri mi ọkẹ afiru gbẹgbọ ẹkẹ ọba uwe lama wa ma be lawo wa usa me no ma nwo ma be nwa me no ko bo were ona ti na de ne aba we gbe mi ade ke de afie de na na unda ori yen ne usa no go do atie ne wa gbo ma u ya ya zigo u gbe emu fua u gbe emu fi eze o we ga o ga ma mi no dere we iye ni de o ga logo ma ni emi ese ezo ọba atọpẹ
ise anyway wa da matana wa ni gbama wa da matana wana gbera gbiye wadana matana uvara ko oyue akara ni yue abio ugbawani aweno gbo awewa uya ari azen igo umekena fe umekena bowa umekena himoto ihe nihi owa no nyami nu we ari o be tienwe ihe ma won ebedo awe boyaro awe body na ya meti abege na yo amu wa we aya tie bo na yo we no fi aye ohwa he isago ehia boya fe ni redo ima awe body no me na no yo amu wa no so kwa no wo ko we nu mana ze da ya we bo una tie keka tie ni oso wa ni gbe iye ni oso wa ni oso gbe iye ọmọ ìrìíríà ìyẹn ọmọ ẹgẹnẹ dẹ ẹnu màwẹ ńlá gbòhùn ọgẹdẹ mu yóò tọ ó zẹ ká yẹ bẹ ọmọ nyà ẹ èké nínú wẹzẹ yọ ni ìyẹn nọ ọmọ rẹ náà wọn náà mọ ọgẹdẹ ni ìyẹn ni gbẹ ọkì kẹ ẹ pẹ ọkẹ wú sọpọ náà yẹ náà ìyẹn ilé lọ́wọ́ èké ọwọ́ èké àrùn yẹn ìyẹn nọ ọ ẹnu wẹ tá náà tìyẹn nọ wá ọmọ náà wò ó dà wẹ. Ihe ni o le lese kinori ase ihe ni wa ima ho na mi ugbeso we e ma ni gba ori ma ni age tie ni ma wa mi na ye na ni ya zere we na oba ma ye ni awe ejo we awe awo kagele ta yin afi he so pa kagele so yin tie kwaro awo wo ni ni efe yo ni efe bu veni inu aru odo fie worie ye la toma e gwebo tele yi awe no bion we wo pa ihin to ori ye fie po ben we we hin o ma se awe no ma ko se de we ye gba o ma da ro ba o ma da ro wo we o la toma we wa vi osisi ai agun ahon ai mi ai ko kuli akwa we bo so po we wo ni o we bo ya ye ekere ni ga vi ese ebobo ede ebode na aduwa edolo pe o nda we emi ni he oyin mata na we ma no mari he oteme disugbe ihe
ma me na wa gwa na ihe na wa ha na asubo ye gbe ihe oyere no ka mo ma gbe ye fi igbera wu nebuche SSS odawe yinu we huda emaso wa re wo owi atuba gbogbo mu eyeliwe ni ari uto ya atubero wa mu ogbe ori wa oga kian so pon be ni amana rawe ya amana adu oyiru da we etiguwe ara mewe ya mawe ropo na gbin abere o gbe na baya ogi asin de mi he asin kaka ni gbin ya ti he mara gele we na ni mario ya yi na oya ti hen yo mami ihe ona be mu eyo we negi o ma iwe eri gbera ekenu pe ise o to na we 50 by 100 we wo pa wa o ma be ro wa u ya mu 100 by 100 or 150 u ya mu no nya nu we fi obo yi ni e se ti go esi yen hu digo ego e ebi no kan ya ki eke ori he oti he no rioni no hiawe ho no gwalo ma no wa be mi ku ye hian si eyo wa we ga tie ogwalo mi ami ewo won ogbege awe no de o ze po ye wo kokko yidukuluku gbodo akun egbemu okun egbemu nu we ihe ni oroyo egbene o ga fe pe yen do ke no kan du adowe ya ere ma na te o ze pe awe ye ti ladan wo wa hu da be mi ku no ru ihe oyo egbene o ma ko ma no we mi no ma ai be okeka we we no aye awe me ne ga ya bo won adowe na yimia ara yimia abese ti be ki he wuri egbe ba do yimia yo ne bowe no le be no ho awe u ya confess why make a confessional statement ya mi ekwe masalobua osalobua ya bowe eri obe ye o ma no wewe ni ihe na oyo wa ni la egbe ne ona do mi ekwe ona ki egwuri egbe bo awe se ha o be fo egbere hundo ni o ke ni ma yo bo wo we ya le ni he ma ke ni ma de yegbegbe hundo e na yegbevio igba no legbe wi o ma ko wa no ga we sarieti ni o ma wu ya ri awo o wu ya dole wo yi etinari enu we na ya dole wo yi ihe wa esike edugboru we ye ara owo mo na wa be mi ku una fi aito una ari ya webo ewe ri ropa so pan o ma ni na fi gbogbo yi do ne ra o na samo ogo ba meze awe ho keke we yin ogwe iguma ogbe keke ihe kan na we gbe oba atokpe
ihe magwaka ni wa we no da hi mana we fi oboyo gbido uri ni eso na owu e uri ege owu we mu la wa uduro mu ya no wa no nya na asora o ya ri amani wa we ebode uda ihe ofian utome ona te so mi piye a gboso won wo owo kigbesi ya gboso no emanibu yan wa pa ma ka wo yan gbele yan o but ni bu wo yan fi obo yido o yan we no ma keke eduna iye emino emi he na mi we ni wa egenede ka sunu yovia sunu yokwa eba sunu ye bonibu ti ya muwe na mi we omo ma ro ho wa gele ya ti ani yemi omo no we mi ni iye na fe wo waro wo ma ne do ma ri oko aya bi yen oni emani me a wera me ya o bi yen gbeso owo ko na owo o fi owo yo ha awu ye ma se we wa ha we do bi he eso we yen gele fi we wa abidu we be ra mi we emi ni ma o ma run wa funda o mi no be ki ladia ile no nya wa no nya ko we ori awa ho ni oro awa iye no ni wa mi o we o se e we to bu no ro ko afian no fi we oro no fi o to me negi ama me dagbo ya ihe ema na sikegbe na sikegbe so pa wo bo we ni kata si ihe odo le mi yi eje mi ri a eje bo ri a we ewe o no we na ge mi no wa dun ai we so we genede de kokko wo wa ru emi no ri a o ke polo o teka o wa aziba uwa de koko ude ko awuteka awwa no iye so we ro awe ru e ba fa o me no sie ne dade wo we rio na ma me e mama ni o me no sie na mi we iyan iru ele na te lo uhi awwa ihe lohi thou shall not kill thou shall not steal ye gbodo yi okay bible ni tala ni wa ihe no udadu hi ne dado ele bewo ke na lele court ke na lele wowa ke na lele awerima ke na ege baba o emi nu na ema una we wani ugbe na agbeyo oro so pon ihe ugwu emi ame ihe kinema osabo no mi mafa no mi emo ni ma bia afa wo de awa kiye otan paso
domo onana ebone no iwe do wa mi na ya na de sino kan me iye iye mi no wo hama we kin ra no ma egbo zebo wana gbo bi do pataki ni we kin no ye mi no me mo ave ko won we eni kemi na agbona na me ero wa we mi esi ero wa we da ero emi yen na esoro na tie o sanu do ajagmo ona je yunwe erun ohun afin agbe ona be je yunwe iyen nuwe kenu yime ko yime nugu yin okeke ole lo mani uga nyise afin agbe buwede wa be nyonge da una te iyen ni obi bo mande o salo ba tai ebi no wa wi je yoto aro kebu owezokpa yemeji yoto afin agbe kebi yen wezokpa nunda emi no ma ko oro iye soro na tie no ma wawe esoro na ya bo agbon to agbon oro ugawe uyegbe vio eso yiye ya bo ebo beneri mata eba ai mo ko wegbo ai wo ko beze ai wo ko ga ba bi eso iye no e me soro na mi go akun mi awona ya gwa luto ara iwe na weto we mi ye ugbeso ko fi owe yuwa awe owe mi ye ibi ehun mi a odo ehun mi nda ole ba ene odo wo ya we mi awa na ni iye olawa ni ado awon mi wewewe ama iwe ri omo wa de fe dokma emi wa sunu emi yon lawa ata ejo to ni aya rile owani aya rile eboni aya rile won tagbon leno saloba rile won tagbon na orile sonya unye ugawu bene ni mata bible no wa be oya ye bota thou shall not ugawu iye le lo mani wa be we mi esi afian gbe le lo e be soro na o saloba wa afian gbe nu de ni esi ni ewu ye ga mi ni ko no ro emi o ko emi yekin e ma afian gbe be kin da do bonu ri fien mi ge orewe iye na ya hwe iye nu we zese yi aya ebu edowe igwe gbeta iye nu zese yi iye nu we ya hwe kwa aya ebu edowe oyo mana oyo we na ge o ma no regbedia oji no regbedia awe na ede kotwe wa ere seba ave bu edebe yo we edowe na ave mu ezo na be gbi ori mari e ma we ta fan e fo iye ye regbedia ni ologo ma ni ye lele kian ede na iwa wewe aze yoyoyo ejoji highway ofo kwaya gbewa ede de agi mi won se na la ona zobo be mi ye nunda okeke oho e ma
wese anyway na zobo bi kokoro ko ma edoro pe wa mi eni ni buro ni he si yebo ologo wa ni he si yebo obo sense o ke ma zobo wo na mi we ihe osaba no eje mu eworia awano rebo uyinaji ya se gbabe ave politician ni se boyo oteso gebo iya ori we ni he se eminu we inu awuna won le lo je nu na tala won mu we iye ke aya re ma we nu wa re ma o sabaroju wa ya ma supa ai we lo de mata o ligi no rona emi e orusin na ye na ni mana wala gbogbo le mana uwa mi ni ami ode not odo awa ari owebe awa vi si aviola e moni re owebe ni bidie ni emi no kin awa fi han lawo ari tede mi esowo awona mu gora kire ihe we ni we to bo no woni ibi weru ni so ihe ewe wa ru ni no ri o si lade we na mu we iwo na ayo we no wani mara me no ru e wa ge he ihe ni ki eni ya ke ni wa e bo na wa la wo abe o te se gebo wa ru so no i kose na wari he no wari he we no aru no man na ne no
when I saw John Ebo your good of your boy oven okeke are mu na be ya mu na wa so a ori
ni anyway kan I get say
do no gbe na la wona ye me na we mi we na tell me ma no ma mi ori o ebuku na la wo re iyen ma be gbe o se mi ame osuwu osu ipapa osi ologun wa yo wa na la na yo bi ma si emi ni bi o ha dori oja ebo keke oba atope
ise atame
ihe mi no ma ye gbe de gbe owe ununaya ti he reye ununaya ti mi ame ete nuna ti yari wa ye hu do ni ikepa na yin opa yin ku wa gi ma le ni he ru da were igbon re bo ki le gbe wi o no le gbe mi ni ne o ga we o ra ko kieke o se ti yari mi be de na akwe afi were no ro yari pa egwa de ma gbe igitoku itwe wa ya ni be na mi ho na itwe awe ebonire ikabetu itwe ma ni be igosa o atope
me anyone me twe agboya fe keniri ye kovia keniri yo kori on wo de ke ya fe o saro ba wo no mu here no dade bo ya fe oba atope
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best. This is ITV.